Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew, and today we are going to talk about one of my first Pokemon TCG matches. My big goal for 2026 was to get involved in Pokemon TCG, and this is my first step. Now, I'm going to make a video following up on this one, talking about what decks I like to play, how I play, but this is just more going over one of my first matches and pointing out what I think I did right, what I could have done better, and what I love about this deck. Let's get started. All right, we're playing. So, as you can see here, I am going with a Team Rocket's Mewtwo deck. Um, this deck revolves around Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX as well as the Spite Ops, Team Rocket Spite Ops card. When I was looking at what decks to play, I've been watching some YouTubers. I would love to give one of them a shout out. I can't remember his name right now, but this deck was one I saw him play, and I instantly knew I had to give it a try. Also, forgot to shout out my card of the day, my Metagross Tag 10, or it's gonna be a new trend, y'all. Every video is gonna have a new card of the day. All right, so each game starts with someone flipping a coin. I truthfully do not know who decides who gets to flip the coin and go first. That is not my coin. Um, but he's gonna flip his coin, and then I believe he gets to pick which ones he thinks it is. It's either gonna be heads or tails, obviously. And so let's say he calls heads, and it is heads. He gets to go choose who gets to go first. If he's wrong, I get to choose who goes first. As of right now, I do not really know if there's any benefit to me going first or second, but I've been choosing to go first lately, just because I think it's more fun, to be honest with you, and it helps me get in the flow a little faster. Um, but let's keep going. They chose heads. It's gonna flip the coin, and it's tails. So I get to choose. And obviously, I said I'm going first. Um, and now it clears the board, and you now draw some cards. Now, in this draw, I'm gonna let it play. You draw 7 cards, and you're looking for what's called a basic Pokemon. A basic Pokemon is any Pokemon that is at first stage or is in a single stage. So you'll see in the left, I have the Articuno there. That is my only single stage card because it's a legendary. Does not have any pre-evolutions, and that's the card I have to play. Now, this is the look of the draw at the end of the day. What I would have preferred is a Team Rocket Tarantula, which is the first pre-stage of Spidops. But let us continue. And now the opponent's also putting out theirs, and you'll see in the left-hand side, there are 6 cards. Those are called prize cards. As you play and you knock out opponent's Pokemon, or you get your Pokemon knocked out, you would take a card. So if I were to knock out, let's just say whatever their first Pokemon is, and it's a non-EX card, I would take 1 prize card. The goal at the end of the day is to take all your prize cards, or play long enough to where they're out of deck, or if let's just say I didn't have any other, as of right now, I have no Pokemon on my bench, and that Articuno gets killed, and I have nothing on the bench, I will lose automatically because there's no Pokemon actively ready to go. So once I saw this, I knew what the deck was. It is a Mega Lucario EX deck, and it has a Hoopa. Now, that Hoopa V has some really cool attacks. I have never seen this type of mixture in a Mega Lucario deck, but it was interesting to watch. So I'm hovering over a Team Rocket's Transceiver. That card allows me to pull any Team Rocket trainer card into my hand. So I'm thinking about what to play, and I play a Team Rocket's Factory. The Team Rocket's Factory card is anytime I play any card with Team Rocket in the name that's a trainer card, I can draw 2 cards. The whole goal is to keep drawing, and get as many cards in your hand as you can. As I play, my entire goal is to draw as many Spidopses or Tarantulas, the first stage, and into the Spidopses, as well as at least 1, if not 2, Team Rocket's Mewtwo's. So I'm throwing energy on my Articuno just to get it out there. I have a card in my hand also called Energy Switch. If I were to draw anything usable, like a Spidops or a Mewtwo, I can transfer that energy onto my Pokemon. If you don't play an energy card, you waste that turn and you can't apply any energy throughout until next turn, essentially. So I'm looking here. Giovanni is a great card, but not in the early game. You really want to grab a Team Rocket's Proton or a Team Rocket's Ariana. So I grabbed the Ariana. I probably should have grabbed a Proton. The difference between Team Rocket's Ariana and Proton is that Ariana just draws up to 5 cards in your hand, or up to 8 if you have only Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. So because this deck only uses Team Rocket's Pokemon, I can draw up to 8 cards with an Ariana. But I should have drawn a Proton because Proton can pull up to 3 basic Pokemon. So that's how I could have easily grabbed Tarantulas or a Mewtwo. So looking back, anytime in the first round or second hand, I would get a Proton and start filling my bench. And because it is the last move, technically, because I can't really do anything else, I can't attack. So I passed and I gave it to the opponent. So he attached an energy to the Railu, and then he played a Clavel. So Clavel allows you to search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon with 120 HP or less, reveal them, and then put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Once they're in your hand, you can put them on the bench. It's actually a fairly good card to fill up your bench. The only thing is, with it being in G Block is actually about to go to circulation in April. So I don't anticipate to use this card, but it's definitely a really cool card. So he revealed the Pokemon, and then he put them in his hand, and now he's filling his bench. So he's using a mixture of a Mega Lucario and a Mamoswine EX deck. So he sacrificed 1 energy to pull more energies. Certain Pokemon are really good at pulling energies from your discard, which is what Spidops does, which is why he's really good. So first turn, just filling the bench. And he passed it back to me. Now, I truthfully have no idea why I played a Petrol there. I think I was going back for a Proton, because I realized later that I should have played a Proton. In reality, I should have played Ariana, which would just allow me to draw and try to build it. I think I wanted to go for Proton just to fill my bench because I felt a little outnumbered. But let's keep moving. So when you play a search card like that, you can actually start to narrow down what could be benched. Like for example, if I noticed I was missing, if I only saw 2 Arianas pullable when I know I brought 4, it means I have 2 Arianas in my prize cards. Because you can get completely screwed by what's in your prize cards. So I'm adding another energy to my Articuno, just so I don't waste energy. And then I am utilizing my Team Rocket's factory, and then I'm passing. Again, if I played Proton in the first hand or second hand, I would have been able to fill my bench a little better. So he's using Colress's Tenacity, which allows them to find a Stadium card and Energy card, reveal them, put them in his hand. So he's trying to cut off my Team Rocket's factory because it's just allowing me to draw. And at the end of the day, if you can cut off your opponent's draw engine, you can really mess up their game and slow them down. So he's going to play Artisan, which allows you to find a basic Pokemon. And then he just put an energy in his hand. So Artisan is just a free search card, allows you to find any basics that you may need. And then he is just filling his deck. He's trying to get closer to his Hoopa Energy Crush. This attack does 50 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So obviously, because I'm playing a Team Rockets deck, even though it doesn't look like it yet, I can pull a lot of energy late game. So if he can stack his Hoopa up now and prep that as the defender, he can really take out my Mewtwo's pretty easily late game if he needs to. So I pulled an energy. I'm going to actually use the Artisan and find a basic. So from here, I got a little worried because I didn't see Mewtwo, but then I realized that Artisan does not allow you to pull EX Pokemon. So I was a little good, and as you can see, I have 3 tarantulas available, which means one of them is actually prized, which is not a bad thing. I really only need 2 Spidopses to get going and get the effect going. And the other good thing that I didn't realize is that against Mega Lucario, Psychic is double effective. So I had the leg up on this hand in this game. So I put a Spidops down, and I'm going to play Proton again. I'm going to find a Mewtwo, and I'm going to grab 2 more Spidopses. Oh, I'm going to grab 2 Mewtwo's, actually. And I play both with a Tarantula. The reason why I grabbed the Mewtwo's was so I could start prepping them with Team Rocket's energy, which allows me to put 2 Psychic energies on at one time. And I would use probably an energy switch to rev up my Mewtwo. And then as I'm prepping them, I also just want to be careful in that I know once he gets Mega Lucarios going, they do hit very hard. And even though my Mewtwo's have 280 HP, Mega Lucario can hit for, I believe, 270 before any items. And I wanted to start getting my attacker going for just in case if I really need to start taking him out. So I play an energy switch, I move one of my energies to my Mewtwo, and then I believe this is where I pass. And I end my turn. So now my Mewtwo is fully ready. He has his Team Rocket's energy and a Psychic energy on him, meaning he's ready to attack and use his big attack. Mewtwo's key attack. His big attack is called Erasure Ball. Erasure Ball allows me to discard 2 energy from my bench Pokemon, which you'll see how I get around that in a minute. And it does 160 damage plus 60 per each discarded energy. So I could hit for up to, I believe it's 320. No, sorry. 280 max before any weaknesses and before any items. So I unfortunately at that point I couldn't take out any megas without items, but because it's a Mega Lucario, it has weakness and I would hit double damage. So he plays Brock Scouting. He is looking for 2 more basic Pokemon, put them in his hand. I need to figure out what the importance of this is. I guess it's just so you have backup Pokemon for in case, but when your deck is filled, maybe you're looking for more Pokemon to sacrifice for like a Earthen Vessel or a Ultra Ball. But there should be some significance behind that. I just can't figure it out yet. If you know, let me know down below. This is all just a learning experience for me to watch my battle back, figure out what I did right, what I did wrong, and go from there. So he pulled the Mega Lucario. I believe he's going to evolve. He is. And the thing about Megas is, so prize cards are a big deal, and Megas are worth 3. So if I were to KO the Mega Lucario, I would take 3 prize cards. But if he KOs my Articuno, it's 1, or if he KOs my Mewtwo EX, it's 2. So he needs to KO 3 of my Mewtwo EXs to clear my prize cards. I need to kill just 2 of his Lucarios to get my prize cards. Things to think about. Big risk, big reward. He's drawing another energy on his Hoopa, and then he's going to Aura Jab, I believe, to damage my Articuno. Yep. It's not going to kill it, though, because I believe my Articuno has weakness to, or resistance to fighting, so it lasts that hit. At the end of the day, I don't really care or mind if I lose the Articuno. It's just 1 prize card. And it does put energy into my discard. Because the big thing with Spidops is his ability charging up, which allows him to pull any energy, basic energy, from the discard pile. So that's how you can really start to ramp up your Mewtwo's, because even though they're going to use up to 2 energies per hit, I can just pull them back in next hand with a Spidops, with 2 Spidopses. So I use the Artisan to grab another Tarantula, and from there the goal is to do as much evolving. So I pulled a Spidops, and I'm able to evolve one of mine, which is good. So I'm going to play it, and I'll be able to use the ability, I believe. I'm going to draw the energy onto it. I'm going to use my Team Rocket's factory to get rid of Artisan so he can't draw any more basics. And because I've already played a Team Rocket's device, I can just draw 2 cards. And now I go for the Ultra Ball. The Ultra Ball It allows you to search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So I'm going to sacrifice 2 cards. And what the game plan here is to sacrifice the Wobbuffet that I don't really use, as well as 1 energy so I can pull it on my Spidops. So I do that, and then I search for the Spidops, and I grab it, and then I attach it to evolve the other one. And then from there, I'm going to use its ability, Charging Up, which is going to grab the energy from the graveyard. And now my Mewtwo can do its max damage because I have 2 energies available to discard on the bench. From there, I got Giovanni just in case if I needed him. What I love about Team Rocket's Giovanni is that because I now have 2 Mewtwo's, even though they're not fully charged up on both, I can, let's just say I wanted to get at his Hoopa. I can use my Team Rocket's Giovanni to switch into the other Mewtwo, which still lets me do the same amount of damage, but then I can get rid of his Pokemon as Mega Lucario, and pull out the Hoopa and attack it right then and there. So it's definitely a cool gimmick. I really love the synergy between all the Team Rocket cards. So I pass just because I kind of want him to kill my Articuno so I can grab the energy from it and put a Mewtwo out there. You can use Friends of Paldea. It's going to draw 3 cards. It's going to evolve his into a Piloswine. He's going to put another energy and use Aura Jab, I believe. The thing about Aura Jab is it allows him to pull energies from his discard, I believe. So it lets him use more energy. But now I'm choosing, and I put out my Mewtwo. And the thing I did not realize until now is I can actually attack him for double damage. So I attached a Psychic Energy, or not Psychic, Rocket Energy to my other Mewtwo to be able to use it. And then I'm going to Energy Switch, I believe, to make the other Mewtwo charged up. And I'm going to Energy Switch. I'm going to pull a Psychic Energy off of the Spidops into the Mewtwo, so that Mewtwo is now fully ready to go. And then I'm going to Giovanni his Mega Lucario that's built out for his Hoopa, and then I'm going to kill the Hoopa. After I pull my 2 cards, then I have Razor Ball. I grab the energy from both Spidopses. Hit done. I do 560 damage, and I kill it. And I gain 2 prize cards from that. And luckily I pull a Spidops and a Tarantula. So I can now get almost all of them up and running. And then I believe he's now getting his Mamoswine in play. He's going to probably get another Lucario in play soon. Mamoswine has an ability where he can search for any Pokemon. I believe it's a base Pokemon. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it in your hand. So it's any Pokemon. So he can find his Lucarios now. He can find another Hoopa if he wanted it. And he's going to play it. And then he Mega Braves my Mewtwo. Mewtwo took 240 damage. Thank goodness it has a nice amount of HP to survive that. So I'm going to evolve my other Tarantula. Get 3 Spidopses up and running. And again, because I discard the energy, I can just charge them back up to gain those energies back. Some people think this deck is very cheesy. I kind of do. But I think I like that it's very cheesy. There are certain decks that I still need to get better at, like get better against. Goldango is one of them. Mega Gardevoir is another, even though it is somewhat phasing out with G-Block going out. Anywho, I moved on to my turn, and I'm just going to Fissure Ball and grab the energies back from those that I pulled out of the discard pile. And I do a whopping 560 damage. I take out his Mega Lucario, and that is worth 3 prize cards. So I now went from 4 all the way down. See how I tried? Oh, there was 1. Nope, there's another one. I'm down to 1 prize card. And then I get energy and a Pokepad. I could use the Pokepad to try to find the other Tarantula or Spidops. But at the end of the day, I don't really need to take anything out other than the Mamoswine or the Lucario. Mamoswine is not resistant or is not weak to my Psychic, so I'm pretty sure I go for the play of exchanging it for the Lucario. And it's my turn again. So I put an energy on my Spidops and I charge them back up just so I have the energy. And then I think I do get a little fancy with it. And I think I do play my Giovanni. I could have just ended it here by killing the Mamoswine, but I didn't think I had enough energy, power to kill it. I think Team Rocket's Mewtwo could hit for a max of 280, and I needed to either increase the damage with an item, which I didn't get, or I could just pull in the Pokemon I'm super effective against and KO it. So I pull the last Spite off, so I don't really need it. I use my last Erasure Ball, pull the energies, and that's GG, that's game. It was a fun game, very fun deck. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. Tell me what I can do better. I'm here to learn. Any deck suggestions also? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.